Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to unbox for you. This comes by way of Greg over at Sparrow Knife Co. So what do I have to unbox it? Well, today I was carrying a Jackwolf, and this here is my Jackwolf Vampire Jack. Been a minute since I carried this. This is in a Northwoods Leatherworks slip. Troy's work is absolutely phenomenal. If you need any slips, check out Troy. And the reason I was carrying the Vampire today, other than I just wanted to kind of carry it again, is the Pioneer Jack is launching this month. And it happens to be, it looks, anyway, I don't have it yet, it looks like it's going to be one of the ones that's a little harder to pinch open. And I, for one, struggle with that because I have sweaty little fingers. So, and I'm left-handed, but I have to pinch and pull, right? So I got to dig into the nail nick here and pull. And if my fingers are sweaty, it can be kind of hard to do. I got used to it on the Vampire, but I will admit today when I was carrying it, I had some moments where I couldn't even open it because my fingers were getting sweaty and I couldn't quite get dug in. So we'll see how that goes on the new one, but should be fine. Anyway, this was sent to my P.O. box, so if you saw anything there, no big deal. Let's see. Alright, so this is a new Sparrow design, Sparrow Knife Co. design, that Greg is doing with Concept. He's done a couple of these. He did the Fenrir, and now he has the Baku. And it's a 3.2-inch blade, an S35 yen, and plain titanium. Now, some cool stickers here. I don't know if he threw these in. I think he did. They don't come with the knife. He did send me a little thing that talks about what the Baku means and what it was named after. And I sort of forget what it said. It was something about a, I think it's some kind of like folklore, you know, god situation, something like that. I think the Baku is like some kind of winged devil or something. I don't know. I'll have to try to look that up for the overview/review. This is obviously an unboxing, so please note that this was sent to me by Greg. He did say I could hang on to this, so I will most likely be passing this around, but take that into consideration when you listen to my feedback. I did not realize this was going to be a liner lock. I really like that it's an inset liner lock. That is freaking sweet. Dead nut centered. Beautiful titanium. The size, man. I really like this size. The Strix is a little bigger than I really like. I actually have a full custom Lefty in the works with Greg. But I'm a little worried about the size. I'm hoping I'll just love the knife enough. Because of the, you know, craftsmanship and the fact that it's custom made for me and everything. But this is more my size, right? Like, I like this size. We have a flipper tab. I'm hoping the detent here is going to be good for a flipper tab because you know how it goes when they throw studs on something that has a flipper. They tend to lighten up the detent. So, the thumb flick is really good. The flipper tab feels good. I mean, I can just fail it if I kind of pinch that push button, but if I do a light switch, yeah, I doubt I'd be able to. I'm getting hung up here on the lock bar. Let me just clean this. I think there's a little bit of oil on the lock bar that might be giving us a little bit of stick there. Not anything that's actually a big deal, but if I can deter it now instead of letting it get worse, I will do so. So put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on that. Also, you need to realize that one thing I've noticed with flippers is they wear in. You'll notice the detent ball will kind of wear a track into the detent track, and then it kind of just makes that flipper a little bit better. It's the one deployment method that I feel like does actually get better the more you use a knife. Like a reverse flick, I feel like doesn't change really. That feels great, by the way. Left-handed. This is freaking cool. I don't know. I mean, aesthetically, when I first saw it, I guess I wasn't really like, ooh, you know. because it's not really my style. It's got that trailing point blade. It's a Tanto. Shit, look at that, right? There is an edge there, or a point. You see it, right? Let's zoom in on that. This is cool. See if you can see it, what I'm seeing. You see that point right there? I think I would call this a Tanto. Now, I'm going to go ahead and almost guarantee that 90% of the people that own this, when they go to sharpen it, it's just going to become a clip point. Or a trailing point, because that is such a small tip, you know. But I think technically it is one. Let's see if we have that stick there still. Nah. I mean, it's such a small amount. It's kind of silly, but it's just something I like to nip in the bud. Not butt. Nip in the bud right away when I feel it. Because I know what it is. It's just a little bit of oil. And if I can clean that up immediately, I'm better off. Let's see if I can kind of get this alcohol to just stay up on this. Trying to get it onto that lock bar, but it's hard because you don't have access there, so you got to just keep going like this. See how you heard a click? It's because of the alcohol making it worse. So that's going to wear in, I assume. Anyway, not a big deal. The lock bar access is interesting. There's really not much of it. There's no cutback, really. It is jimped. That's really the saving grace here, I think, because it does allow you to push that lock bar out of the way. Luckily, the lock bar is not stiff. It's not a real stiff one. That little bit of stick does deter me a little bit. I guess I would say it is bothering me a little bit just because I keep talking about it. But it's really not, like, bad. Let's see if I can. Now that the air conditioner's shut up, you can hear it. Hear that? I mean, it's so minor. And I can almost guarantee you, once that black coating wears off that lock face, it's going to completely go away. So, actually, nope. Yep, it's basically gone now already. Anyway, titanium scales look great. Black hardware looks great. Looks sort of like a black wash there. I'm really digging the flipper tab. All right, hey guys, my daughter came in and I had to give her a bath. She tried to dive into my knife case that I had right next to me, so I was like, no, I just don't want her to get hurt. She's 3. But yeah, I don't know where I was at. I really like this knife. I put it in pocket just now to give her a bath and everything. I was flicking it a little bit, and I like the clip. It doesn't have a ton of retention, but in a good way. Like it goes in pocket real easy, but it's tight, you know. I like that. The titanium's finished nicely. I did try to see if I could get in here to clean it, because there's a little bit of side to side, yet I can't tighten it. And I also can't loosen it. So I think it's just heavily Loctited in whatever position it's in. And it does not want to budge from that. So I think I just need to apply some heat, and then I'd be able to loosen it. But I think I'm just going to leave it alone because it is dead centered. And the detent feels good. It just has a little bit of side to side. It's not crazy or anything. The lock stick thing that I was talking about wore in already. It's gone. It's good to go now. I got used to the lock bar, so swings down, no problem. Thumb flick's good. Reverse flick, you just have to make sure you build up enough pressure because it's a stronger detent. And if you don't, you'll miss it. Same with the flipper tab. I missed it a few times, but if you just dig in and rip, or, you know, give it a nice strong pull, you'll be good to go. Thumb flick, I seem to be able to consistently get. It does have a strong enough detent that you can give it the old, you know, flick and pop sort of that some people like to do. I'm not a fan of that. I'm more of a break the detent kind of guy like that. Swedge is cool. I love the blade shape. The Tanto is very interesting. Such a minor Tanto. It's going to get sharpened off by so many people, but the inset liner lock's dope. I mean, a lot of things are really nice on this. They went with a full... No, they didn't go with a full liner in there, so I guess it's mounted interesting. So there's a little screw that the... Man, now there goes that new flashlight. So I wish I could have gotten it apart, but you'll see there's two little pins right here. Maybe three even. And then there's a screw for the clip right here that's holding the liner on. And it's an inset liner lock like that. So that's kind of nice. Usually you see it where the clip mounts the liner in, but this way he designed it so it's internal, which is really nice. Keeps it really clean. I mean, look at that. I didn't even realize. Yeah, there's no screws anywhere but back here for the backspacer and then for the pivots, which is nice. Action is smooth. It's buttery. Flipper tab is nice. Ergos are good. If you hold it down here, I noticed it's comfortable. It's comfortable for me. Just don't choke up because I'll kind of get right here. So right here is very comfortable. You can sort of choke up like this. And if you need to do some detailed cutting or something, I wouldn't, recommend that if you're going to be doing anything harder use. But, what are we cutting hard use with our pocket knives these days? 7-Eleven grip is really comfortable. I really like this. And it has that curvature, so you're just back off my Slurpee, bro. Yeah, I dig this quite a bit. This is the Baku from Sparrow Knife Co. Check it out. I will link Concept's website and Sparrow Knife Co.'s website because they both have them, I believe, different versions maybe. And I do have an affiliate link with Concept, so if you want to use that, great. But also support Greg over at Sparrow Knife Co. And I was talking to Tough Knives today, and that's Jeff, sorry. Greg over at, it's even on here. Ooh, right there. I don't know if you can see it, but over at Sparrow Knife Co. Great dude, and very, very good person to support, I think, in the community. And he's doing cool stuff, bringing these kind of designs affordably to people, So let me know what you think down below, and I will follow up with an overview. If I do somehow decide to get into it and take it apart, I'll let you know my findings, but I think I'm just going to leave her be and be happy with it, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.